This is a conversation centered on Black people. We're not here to discuss anyone else's colonization or enslavement because we're Black. They're going to have to do their own lives saying Mexicans shouldn't be Christian. We're not here to do that right now. So although we agree that no one should be Christian, we're talking about Black people specifically only.
Yeah, so I think that black people should be Christians. You know what I mean? Because yeah, if they were slaves, why wouldn't they want freedom through Christ?
What?
What?
What do you mean? What?
I have wait, like the way you put we understood your words, but the way you put them together didn't make any sense. Say
I
that
mean, it does
again.
make sense.
No,
I
no.
mean, the whole entire reason why the
Wait, wait,
slave
wait, 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 wait,
that
wait.
they
Jacob. Listen, you put words together, but the way you put them together makes the sentence makes absolutely no sense. You said why shouldn't they be Christian because they were enslaved and Jesus gives freedom? Is that what you said?
uh-huh.
What do you mean Jesus gives freedom? What does that mean?
I mean, was you a slave before? Your family?
Jesus didn't free us, bro.
Who freed you?
We freed ourselves. Black people freed themselves. Jesus didn't free us from anything.
Well, how come you couldn't free
Jesus did
yourself?
not. Jesus did not come down and say free all these people to the Europeans. That's not what happened. Am I right or wrong?
Dude,
Jacob,
so
Jacob, do me a favor. Jacob, do me a favor. No. Jacob, do me a favor. Jacob, do me a favor.
Oh,
If we're gonna
wait,
have a
so
discussion, no, I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk. But I just got some ground rules. If we're gonna have a discussion, don't do the snarky, sarcastic shit. Jesus himself did not come down and tell the Europeans to free us. So saying Jesus freed us is stupid. That never happened. We freed ourselves. Hold on. We freed ourselves because now I have to give you a history lesson. We freed ourselves. The Haitian Revolution, the uprising, the upright. Hey, shut up for a second. So the Haitian Revolution, all the rebellions that happened around the Caribbean, all the rebellions that happened in Africa, Amistad, Nat Turner's rebellion, Black people were involved in our own freedom since the beginning. So it's not Jesus who freed us. And not only that, there were Christians who fought over this. There were half of Christianity said it's fine, and the other half said it wasn't, which is where you got abolitionism from. You see what I'm saying? But since the beginning, Black people were freeing ourselves. We freed ourselves. Jesus never came down and told the Europeans to free the slaves. That never happened. We freed ourselves. So saying Jesus gave us freedom is crazy.
Yeah, I'll go and tell you. So for you guys to believe that Jesus freed you guys, he would have to physically come down and tell you guys that you guys are free, physically free you guys, right?
Why would that not happen?
Let's just say logically, right? 1 second. Let's just say logically, Jesus is God. Do you think that he has to physically come down, or could he free us through the thoughts of man?
No, stop. We're talking. You're trying to take this conversation to a place it doesn't need to go.
I'm trying to take it to a toddler, 3-year-old logical conversation.
We don't need
toddlers understand this.
We don't need you to ask. We don't need you to ask a hypothetical question about Jesus Christ.
So how do I answer your question? Because your question is hypothetical too.
My question is not hypothetical.
You need to.
You just asked me how did
Okay, you're gonna let the host go ahead. Go ahead, Bar.
I want you to focus on how this religion was introduced to Black people. We didn't get it through Jesus. Right?
Yeah, you got it from men who was influenced by God.
Colonizers. Yes.
You guys was enslaved for 400 years. You guys are free. What's the big deal? People was enslaved for 600 years. They don't go bitch about it on the internet.
I can't.
Real quick. Can I chime in real quick?
No. I can't drop you, but I would. Your white side is taking over.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna drop him. Yeah, I'm gonna drop him. Man, that's
speak, please.
Yeah, this is a powerful conversation y'all having, brothers. And I think he came up here just to do what trolls do, man.
Yeah, of course. As always. All right. So ugly. Tariq was up here before you, as a matter of fact. So we're gonna go ahead and speak with him first, and then we're gonna get to you. All right. All right. Tariq, how's it going? From your name, I could assume that you are Muslim. Is that a fair assumption?
Yes, I am Muslim Sunni.
All right. We don't think that Black people should be Muslim.
But you believe in God or no?
No.
You're not Black, so you don't. I mean, your view is skewed.
Anyway, I am from Egypt.
Anyway,
okay.
It's not an anyway. No. You're not Black.
Okay. I want to tell you something. Okay.
You don't have to tell us
something interesting.
The Arabs bringing
No, not
Islam
Arabs at
to
all.
us. We know how Islam was brought to Africans
How?
through conquest.
Never
And
happened.
What?
Never happened.
The Arabs see what I'm saying? So the Arabs never conquered North Africa.
First of all, first Africans who became a Muslim in the time of Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him. Some Muslims they ran to an African king of Habasha in Ethiopia, and he reverted to Islam by himself.
No.
This is how Islam entered Ethiopia. The armies. Just a second, give me a chance to speak.
No.
The armies, the Arab armies entered only
no.
Egypt.
I'm literally saying no. I'm literally saying no. No.
What no?
Those because you're not the first person to bring up the Arabs fleeing persecution into Ethiopia. Even though you know y'all are bringing up Arabs fleeing persecution into Ethiopia as a rebuttal to me saying Islam was brought to Africa through conquest. When the Arab armies pulled up, they were not spreading Islam. It wasn't no peaceful spreading of Islam. They were there to conquer. Literally.
No.
You can read all about the Arab conquest. Hold up. I'm finna
I am from Egypt. What? Give me a chance to speak. Or you want your opinion and that's it?
You're saying you're from Egypt does not
negate why you are forcing your opinion on me.
Hey, Tariq,
let me speak. Let me speak.
Tariq,
this is not an opinion. When the Arab armies came into North Africa, they were fighting the Byzantine Empire. That's not my opinion.
Okay, fine. North Africa is black people? No.
Yes.
North Africa does have black.
The originals.
No.
Are black. Yes.
Hey, Tariq. What are Tuaregs? Tuaregs ain't black?
Tuareg? Yes, they are like Bedouins.
Yeah, Tuaregs are black, right?
Bedouins.
That's not what I asked you. Tuaregs are black, right?
Yes, they are more black than white.
Cool. Tuaregs are black. So yes, when Bar says they're the indigenous inhabitants of North Africa or what were black people, yes, they were black people and they were Berbers. We're not denying that they were Berbers. Also, I'm gonna add one more thing, right? We don't deny that some of Africa became Muslim through the trade, basically. Like they were trading merchants and stuff like that, and that's how some of Islam got into. That's how it got to West Africa through the trade thing, and then slavery.
Because that's how
and he himself said, and
that's how Christianity spread there. When the Roman Empire controlled the trade and the infrastructure, it was beneficial to convert to Christianity to do business. When the Arabs came in,
fighting Byzantines.
Tariq, come on, Tariq, come on. Let him finish his point first, and then he'll let you go.
When the Arabs came in and they defeated the Byzantine Empire and they took over North Africa, then that is when they controlled the trade routes and the infrastructure, and it was more beneficial to convert to Islam because if you wanted to do business, that was the religion of the dominating force. But when you look at when the Muslims come in, they are conquering North Africa. That's not a peaceful spreading of Islam. That is conquest first. Then it's conquest first. Then they destroyed the city of Carthage. Then they set up trade. But the conquering came first. We're not going to skip conquest and go to a couple people trading shekels. No. Islam is introduced to Africans through conquest. That's what I'm telling you.
Now you can go ahead.
Now you can go
without interruption.
Yeah, without interruption. Go ahead.
No promise.
Okay. What you call conquest, we call it opening. Okay, because we freed those countries, like in Egypt, for example, from Roman Empire, who were persecuting even Christians in Egypt. Okay, and even we saved the Coptic Orthodox Church from the Roman Catholic Church, and Amr ibn al-As, the leader of Muslims, made even the Pope of Benjamin of the Egyptians return, and he returned for them their churches. And during first 200 years, people in Egypt, for example, became Muslims by themselves. This is point one. Point two, okay, what I wanted to tell you that when Obama became a president in the United States, okay, we noticed in Egypt something very funny, okay, because in the United States they were saying about he's from Africa and black and so on. We noticed in Egypt something that made us laugh. That we already had a president in 70s. His name is Anwar al-Sadat, and he was black, and no one in Egypt even spoke about this. Okay, this gives you indication, and we are Muslims, okay, that we don't see it like this. Yes, everywhere there is a limit of racism and so on. This happens, okay, but Islam taught us, when Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, came, those tribes were very, very racist. Okay, so Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, taught them. Okay, just second. I didn't finish. Give me a chance.
We can stop. We get it. So
give me a chance.
Are you familiar? No, because you here you come with the with it's basically you're basically doing what the Christians do, where y'all put the cart before the horse and y'all start talking about a few scenarios that are not as violent as others, but that is not the initial contact with Islam. When the Muslims first came, there was literally 50 years of war in them fighting the Byzantine Empire, and those North Africans are literally just what they call it, collateral damage.
No, they were under oppression.
What?
They were under oppression of the Byzantine Empire.
Sir,
the
Arabs. Are you familiar with the Arab slave trade that lasted longer than the transatlantic?
And by the way,
if the Byzantine Empire oppressed North African people, what did the Arabs do during the Arab slave trade? What did they do? Where millions of Africans were trafficked. The boys were castrated. The boys were castrated in North Africa. This is why people today think that the North Africans weren't originally black. It's because you can't procreate if you're castrated.
Okay, and
so
there was
if the Byzantine Empire oppressed North African people, what did the Arab slave trade do for them?
First of all, Islam gave.
Answer my question. Answer my question.
Answering you.
Because you want to bring up about a bishop and a pope. Okay, fine. What did the Arab slave trade do for black people? How did that liberate them?
Happened. Arab slaves where?
In Africa.
Arab slave trade.
The Arab slave trade.
It's called the Trans-Saharan slave trade. But it is where the Arabs did what the Europeans did first and longer.
Before Islam or after Islam?
What?
Before and during.
Literally during the rise of.
Okay, when Islam came, just a second. When Islam came, the slavery was all over the world or no?
Listen, Tariq, you're missing the point. We're not here
well,
trying to argue. Hold on, Tariq, listen. We are not here to argue that Arabs were the one who created slavery. We're not here to argue that. But it is a matter of fact that slavery was going on all around the world. But the Arabic slave trade was one of the most horrific slave trades out there. When it came to castration, when it came to displacing people, is one of the most horrific slave trades that ever happened. Including the Atlantic slave trade, which was also one of the most horrific slave trades that ever happened. And the Arabic slave trade, still to this day, where in the Arabic language, there's racist language to apply to black people. I think it's called Zanj or Zahir or something like that. But it's a word, Zenj. It's a word to describe black people, which basically came from slave. Which basically came from slave. And even to today, Arabic people are some of the racist people you'll ever meet. Even till today, that's how much it's affected people. You see what I'm saying? So it's not something that we can just throw away like, oh, what's going on all around the world? Of course it was. We're not saying that. Okay. But this is one of the worst slave trades that have ever happened, and it affects us still to this day.
Okay, first of all, before me there was a Christian, and you told him something very good. You told him that Jesus never said to free slaves or anything like this, and you are true, because if you read the entire Bible, you will not find even one verse where God tells His followers to free any slaves. Islam is totally different. This is the point that I am trying to explain to you. Okay, because when Islam came, the whole economy of the world was based on this slavery. So you cannot stop it one time. Okay, you need to have gradual solution for it. So when Islam came, it made two things. First point, it gave rights, okay, to slaves that they didn't have before.
I knew you was gonna do
Just
this. I got it for you.
just
I knew you was
second.
gonna do this. I was
And
looking, I got you. Mute him. I got it.
Mhm.
I knew you was gonna do this. That's why I was already going to my Quran and pulling up the surah in the Quran that talks about slavery. People can be owned as slaves. You want me to read it, or you gonna concede the slavery part? If I was you, I would let that go. Barbecue a meal.
did you finish?
Are
Have you
going
read
to?
all what Islam says? And
Hey,
when I say
When
Islam gave gradual ending,
when the Christians
guys,
use the
I will leave you.
Ty-
I
Tyreek,
think that's
he
best.
was
I think
talking.
that's best because
Can-
you're not
can I-
black
can I just-
anyway. I think
I
that's
don't
best.
want to speak to you.
Tyreek, he was talking.
Yeah. Let him leave. I'll let him drop him. I would drop him now. You don't need
May,
to
may,
be-
may,
Okay.
may I respectfully
No.
chime in?
Wait,
No,
one second, check.
no.
1 second.
It's me, X5. It's me,
Hold
X5.
on, please.
It's
One
me,
second,
X5.
Hold on.
1 second, check.
Hush. Shut up. Vossi.
Mhm.
What he was basically trying to do is say, well, the Christians and the slavery, and I'm like, the Quran, there are verses in the Quran that can be used to justify slavery as well. So are you going to let that? Are you going to concede that, or are you going down this hill with slavery? Because if we talking about the Bible supporting it, the Quran supports it too. And as soon as you started, I was let me go ahead and pull this shit up. So when he get to that point where he talking about slavery and Jesus in the Bible, I gonna have it ready. And as soon as I'm like, I knew he was about to say that because I was pulling it up anyway. Got it wrote down right here. But every problem people have with Christianity, we should have it with Islam because they did the same shit. The Arab Muslim is second only to the European Christian when it comes to oppressing black people. They're second only to the European Christian. Really not even second. They really neck for neck. But that if you're going to put them second, you can only put them second to the European Christian. Outside of that, the Arab Muslim is the most oppressive entity we've seen towards black people. That's all I was going to tell them. But go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say one last thing for everybody who's over on the YouTube calling us racist because I the fact that I said that Arab like over in the Arab world, there's some of the most racist people you ever meet in your life, and y'all getting mad about that. The stats prove it, bro. The word for a black person in Arabic is zanj, which means slave. Just some of those racist people you ever meet. Like, I don't know why y'all getting mad at me for pointing out that the Middle East has some of the most racist people you'll ever meet. It's not just them either. Italy has some of the world's most racist people you ever meet. That's true. Italy has a huge issue with racism. So does a lot of Eastern Europe. There's a lot of racism in the Arab world and in Europe. Like, how y'all mad at me for that? How y'all mad at me for saying that? That's kind of crazy. And for everybody else bitching and moaning about me and Bar talking about slavery, we're talking about slavery because the way that we got Islam and the way that we got Christianity was through colonialism and slavery. That's the reason. I don't understand when we point out factual history, when we point out factual anthropology, when we point out accurate stats, all of a sudden we're racist. Like, y'all understand that it's been studied. Like sociologists go to the Middle East and study this, right? Like y'all get that. Yeah, do y'all understand that sociologists go to the Middle East to see what people think? Like, the Arab world is not the only I'm not even talking about just the Arab world either. The Arab world is racist. Southern Europe is racist. Israel is racist. Look how they treat not only Palestinians but Ethiopian Jews. It's one of the most racist countries out there. So like, what? All these are facts, y'all. How y'all gonna mad at me for it? It's so insane. People get mad at me for saying other people do bad shit. The fuck? It's insane, man. Oh yeah, South America too. Hey, Kazoo, if we're corny, go ahead and come on up and try to debate us on the corniness. Otherwise, stop bitching and go away. My bad, Bar. What you was gonna say?
No, 15 seconds. What he was trying to do is basically do what the Christians do when they bring up the abolitionists. I don't want to hear about abolitionists. I don't want to hear about a Muslim empire putting a bishop back in Egypt until we get through the conquering and the conquest. If you have $13 on your card or whatever, you can go and get there's a book. It's called the Great Arab Conquest, and it literally is detailing the wars, the bloodshed, the destruction, the trampling, the destruction of African cities, African countries, all of that. They were fighting over that territory, land that was originally how do I say that word? Inhabited,
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah, by us, controlled by the Romans, and then you're not liberating us by taking it, and now you control it. That's not liberation. They took over. Shut the fuck up. They took over and then started a slave trade. They literally took over and started the slave trade that continues with the Europeans. If not for the Arabs, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But that's all I was going to say. We can go to the next.
Yeah, we could go to the next person. I think I had the order already. I had Dave, Divine, Django, and then HM. HM, we see that you're Christian. You're gonna go ahead and wait in the queue. Shaq, I said Dave. I'm sorry, I meant Shaq. Shaq, how's it going? Where did HM go? HM, I said you're in the queue. You guys just gotta wait. Christ Almighty. All right, Shaq, how's it going, Shaq? Are you at least 18, Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite?
Yeah, dude, it's me, X-Files. I was trying to tell y'all. I just didn't want to say it too loud. That's all. My other account got suspended for it temporarily, but I've been on here before. I'm an ally.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, appreciate you. No problem, Shaq. All right, Divine. Are you at least 18, Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite?
I'm 24.
24, and
I am more spiritual. Like,
what is your? Are you black?
Yes, and I was brought up Christian.
Okay, but you're not Christian anymore? Let's ask this. Is Jesus your Lord and personal Savior?
Yes.
Okay, you're Christian. All right, Django, how's it going, Django? Are you at least 18, Christian, Muslim, Hebrew Israelite, or are you a black person?
I'm a Native American with influence by Christianity, but no longer believe the faith or in Christianity. I believe in spirituality.
All right, cool. Stay on mute for me.
Are you black though?
He said he's Native American. Is that what you said, Django? You Native?
Yes, I'm Native American. Why?
Okay, cool. No. I mean, you can tell us your tribe if you want, like Blackfoot, Sioux, Seminole.
No, I'm High Plains Cree.
High Plains Creek. Okay, cool. Yeah, that interesting. All right, cool. So Divine, how's it going, Divine? Yeah, we don't think that black people should be Christian, and we don't think that Jesus was the Son of God either, if he even existed. Why do you think he is, or why we should be?
I was just want to address like something that the Arabic guy said. Like, you were talking about like slaves and this transatlantic slave trade and the Arabic slave trade. And that's all I came up for, to say that like to this day, like slavery still exists in Africa. Sub-Saharan Africans are still being traded in Libya and through like Arabic countries. And I just wanted to address that, like, since we're talking on it. That's all actually, because.
And the Christians just, I mean, you believe in Jesus.
Yeah, so I'm not here to debate my religion.
This is not, you can't debate your religion. You're taking it on faith. There's nothing to debate. We're saying black people should not entertain that mythology.
Yeah, that's your opinion. Cool.
You live in the state. Where do you live?
It's none of your business.
Do you live in the United States of America or not?
That's none of your business.
Hey, Divine, let me inform you something, Rick. You're on our stage. All right, and we understand that you came up here to tell the guy that slave trade is still happening in Africa. We all understand and know that, but the point of this stage is to discuss what the topic is. Black people, or actually this way, sorry, Black people should not be Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite. That's what we're discussing. And because you said that Jesus is your Lord and personal Savior, we're going to go ahead and discuss that. So why should we entertain Jesus being our Lord and personal Savior as Black people?
I'm not interested.
May I entertain or say something in regards to that? Can I move ahead of her?
Yeah, we're gonna move to you next. How's it going, Django? You say you no longer believe in the faith, is that right?
Yeah, I don't no longer follow God or the book of Christianity. But I just wanted to say it all depends on what we're going by. Are we going by like the actual Ethiopian Bible, where we're going with the truth, where Africa, it started in Ethiopia and Africa, so Africans should follow that. If that's the case, yes, they should follow that.
No.
But the Christianity today that's
Django.
No.
Christianity didn't start in Africa. It did not.
In Africa. How did a religion where the main character is in Rome for majority of the time, how did that start in Africa if he's in Rome?
They say that it started in Ethiopia, actually, Christianity.
But
it didn't.
It didn't start in Ethiopia.
But that's what there's claims that state it. It hasn't been disproven yet, and it hasn't been proven yet that it hasn't. So.
What you mean it hasn't?
What do you mean it hasn't been disproven yet? We know that Christianity started in the Middle East, in the Levant area. They were like, hold on, Django. You realize that that Jesus never said that he was in Addis Ababa, right? He said that he was in Nazareth and Jerusalem, etc. None of those places are in Ethiopia, my guy. What are we saying here?
Those are the claims made by Christianity.
It has been debunked.
That Ethiopia.
History debunks Ethiopia as where Christianity came from. History debunks it.
Yeah, history debunks it.
Apologists don't know the historicity of a thing doesn't mean it hasn't been debunked.
Theorists debunk the theory. It has not been proven to be debunked.
Yes, it
has. What are you talking about?
There's a big difference. It hasn't been disproven.
Hey, Django.
Theory.
Yeah, give me a second, John. Give me a second, Bar. Django. I'm very, very lost on what you're saying. What are you saying has been disproven? Are you saying that it's been disproven that Christianity started in the Levant?
The birthplace of Christianity is not Jerusalem.
Where is it?
No, Jesus was from French. He's European, white European from French.
Hush up.
Moses wasn't black.
Hey, Hannah, it's not your turn.
Moses didn't born in Africa.
Okay, so Hannah doesn't know how to follow directions. All right, so Django, Christianity starts on Jesus, right? Jesus is the one who started it. So when he was hold on, according to the records that we have, Jesus was a guy in the Levant region in Nazareth.
So the records that are actually started and the first documents that we actually see mention of Christianity are the Crusades and the fighting for Christianity.
No, incorrect. We have the records of Christianity start way before the Crusades. That's 1,000 years after the earliest records, my guy. What are you talking about?
If you're going off.
All right, this nigga drunk, y'all. I think he's high. I think he's high. All right, so over on YouTube, we have Tyler on the stage. Tyler, unmute for me, please, and say mic check 1 2.
Hey, what's up?
All right, cool. Everybody can hear him?
Wasn't this the guy that was here last weekend?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I remember that picture because he said some crazy shit. I remember that picture.
I can't hear anybody else. I can only hear you.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I know exactly why you can't hear everybody else. Give me 1 second.
You it's like you're a freaking pro skater, bro.
There we go. My bad.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Now you can be able to hear everybody else. Give me 1 second. Cool. Now you'll be able to hear everybody. All right. So, Tyler, are you at least 18? And did you disagree with what I have on the board?
Well, yeah. I mean, like, why are you saying black people, you should say everyone. Why are you only thinking about just black people? Why is it only about you, not everyone?
Do you see?
Why do you only care?
Hey Tyler, hi Tyler. Do you see us, right?
Yeah. What about it? You're a human like me.
Yeah.
I got skin. You got skin. I got eyes. You got eyes.
Tyler. Slow down. We're black people, right?
No, you're a man. You're not a black man.
No,
you're a man.
I'm black.
No, you're a man. You got skin tone.
Hey Tyler.
But you're not a black man.
Hey Tyler. Do me a favor, because I'm really about to just ban you from the studio.
Please.
You don't get to decide what we are. You understand that, right? We identify as the political label of black. You don't get to decide to tell us to not to. You get that.
And you don't decide what other men think. You can't tell other men how they should be.
So you don't get to decide that we're black people. So we're black people. And when I say we're black people, and we're talking about black issues, and we say what black people should and should not do, this is one of the things we say black people should and should not do. The discussion is if you disagree with that and why. Don't come up here talking about you're not a black person. I'm a fucking black person. Get over it if you can. If you can. If you can.
So why can't you say white men shouldn't be Christian?
They shouldn't. Irish people shouldn't be Christian either.
They shouldn't be Christian, but this is not that
why
job now, is it?
Because Christianity Christianity has no evidence.
Stream.
But this is not that live stream, Tyler. It's not about white people. It's about black people.
But it's not about you. You're not special. You're not above everybody.
He's trying to all lives matter this panel. He's trying to all lives matter this topic right now.
Yeah, everybody matters.
We're about to.
You're not better than others.
Kick you out. Hey, Tyler. Before
coming up here, please.
Yeah, hey,
that's
Tyler,
cool. You're a racist, dude.
Hey, Tyler. Before we kick your bitch ass out, before we kick your bitch ass out, we just like to know what one last thing. Why are you so obsessed with chocolatey skin and black people? Did a black man take your woman or what? Why are you so obsessed with us?
Why are you so obsessed by identifying?
So why are you so obsessed with us, bro? That's the question.
You won't let me speak.
I'm gonna let you speak, but I want you to answer the question first. I want you to answer the question first. Why are you so obsessed with us?
I'm curious why you only care about black.
No. We're gonna ask you why you're so obsessed with us. Why are you so obsessed with us?
Because you got the debt.
Why are you so obsessed with us?
I'm not obsessed with you.
Okay, cool. So if you're not obsessed with us, now we can talk about the subject. Why should black people be Christian?
Because it's the truth, the way of the life. It brings life to your sinful lifestyle.
What simple lifestyle?
On his profile picture, man.
Sinful, chasing lust, lying, stealing.
I don't
all
lie
these
still.
things that you live in.
I don't lie still. Maybe
you chase
lie
lust?
still.
No, do you chase pleasure? Do you chase lust?
We all chase pleasure.
Sometimes.
Eating food is pleasurable, right?
Okay. Well, if you follow Christ, you learn to not chase the things that chain you to this world.
Okay, so if I follow Christ, I'll learn to not eat food. This is stupid.
No, you learn not to be gluttonous, to chase food and gain weight. You learn not to chase lust and pleasure and have chains.
Hey, Tyler, all of us have to chase food and gain weight.
You have to eat. You don't have to gain weight.
And then what has happened when you eat, my guy?
You get addicted to it and you gain weight.
No, you don't get when you eat. You don't get addicted and gain weight because I don't have a food addiction, do I? I don't have a food addiction. This is stupid. What are you saying?
No, you think it's stupid. You just don't understand.
No, what you're saying is stupid because just because you eat something, hey, Tyler, shut up. Just because you eat something doesn't mean that you're automatically become addicted. That's not what that means. Now, people who have food addiction, yeah, sure, they need psychological help, they need physical help, etc., and we can help them out. But simply having Jesus in your life doesn't change that because addiction is something that's neurological. It's something that's in your mind that you got to change. It's something that's psychological. Simply saying Jesus cure me isn't going to do anything. You have to go to therapy.
I'm talking about lust. I'm talking about sexual addiction, lust.
Yes, people who are sex addicts need therapy.
Yeah, but Jesus frees them with that.
But no. Jesus is not therapy.
He does.
Jesus is not
yes,
therapy.
He does.
Jesus is not therapy.
No, you.
Tyler, Jesus is not therapy. And I know this because I know Christian therapists. Because guess what I'm studying?
You don't believe. You don't speak.
Hey, Tyler. I know Christian therapists because guess what I'm training to be? A therapist. And guess who my other trainees are? Christians. So even them, they will tell you that praying away is not the way to do it. Simply praying it away is not going to cure your addictions. You have to go through a lot of mental evaluation. You have to go through things in your life that cause you to be addicted. You have to actually do some work. Even the Bible says you got to do some work, because faith without works is what, Tyler? Therapy is work.
You're speaking on a subject you don't even understand.
Tyler, shut up. Jesus is not therapy. I do understand it, because who's in the master's degree program?
You don't believe.
Hey, Tyler, who's in the master's degree program for therapy? Me or you?
Okay, cool. You can understand the brain.
Me or you?
But you don't understand Christianity.
Tyler, who's in the master's degree program for therapy? Me or you?
We're talking about Christianity,
Tyler,
not therapy.
Answer the question. Who's in the master's degree program? I am going to mute you because you're not answering the question. Who is in the program for therapy, me or you?
You. And who's the Christian, me or you?
Whose father is a pastor, me or you?
I've seen the devil as a pastor. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, okay, that's all good and well, Tyler. But the issue is, you said I don't understand Christianity. I definitely understand it.
No, you don't, because you don't believe.
Just because I don't believe doesn't mean I don't understand it. That's stupid.
I'm not gonna speak on therapy because I'm not a therapist.
Hey Tyler.
You're speaking on Christianity and you're not a believer.
Hey Tyler. Do you understand what Zeus and the Greek gods are? You understand what that is?
Yeah, it's a made-up god.
Yeah, you understand what it is, but you don't believe in them. So you don't have to believe in something to understand it.
Because they're not real.
Tyler, listen to my point. You're just reacting. Listen to what I'm actually saying to you, because I'm actually trying to have a conversation with you. All right? But listen to what I'm saying to you. You already admitted that you don't believe in the Greek gods, but you understand what they are.
No, they're not real.
Hey,
it's not that I don't believe.
Tyler, again, if you interrupt me again, I'm just going to kick you. Once again, Tyler, you do not believe in the Greek gods, but you understand them. Yes, they're fake. We all know they're fake. That's not my point. My point is, you don't believe in something, but you clearly understand it. Just like I don't believe in Christianity, but I grew up in it. My father was a pastor. I read the Bible almost every day of my life when I was a kid. So I do understand it.
No, you don't.
Cool. That's just
I can guarantee you don't.
Okay.
In your opinion.
Ask me a question about Christianity that you don't think I understand.
Okay, so why should men and women not have Christ live within them?
That's not a question about Christianity.
Yeah, why should Christ not live in you?
That's not a question about Christianity.
Yeah, it is. Christianity is Christ living within you.
All righty, we're gonna go ahead and move on, guys, because that was a waste of time. Thank y'all so much for letting me do that, even though it was a waste of time. I do appreciate y'all. Hey, shout out to Shaq and shout out to Ariel Almighty. Ariel, how's it going, my love?
It's all right. Enjoying my little day.
Just enjoying your day. All right, so once again, for everybody complaining in the comments, Cozy Love Christ in the comments, you can go ahead and come on up. I already gave you the link to join. Same thing with everyone who's already on my Volsy Thoughts channel. You can go ahead and come on up. I already gave you the link.
Could I please just chime in for a second?
Yeah, go ahead, Chuck.
All right, thank you. Peace, family. So I just wanted to rebut what was said, speaking as an ex-Muslim, when it came to the notion about slavery, because it's one of the most common tropes you're ever going to hear modern Muslims defend Islamic slavery through the notion of manumitting slavery. And the reason I'm saying that is because you may find some verses in the Quran that seemingly encourage you to free your slave if you commit some sins in order for you to expiate some of your sins. But it does not mean that the backdrop of slavery is neither condemned nor forbidden within the religion of Islam. When you look at the Roman Empire, it was very normal to manumit a slave, in order to solve a debt or to do somebody a favor. But it does not mean that the backdrop or the industry of slavery in of itself was banned or outlawed. Slavery was very much present. And it's very insulting when he kept on saying that Islam gradually eradicated slavery, when it's the complete opposite. The Arab slave trade expanded with Islam. The Arabs were nothing without Islam. They were just a small Bedouin minority in the desert of Arabia. When Islam came, they expanded into a global empire and thereby extending their slave trade. Now, when you look at Tunisia, slavery got abolished in Tunisia in 1856. Algeria abolished slavery in 1848. Zanzibar abolished slavery in 1897. Egypt in 1885. Somalia in 1904. In Libya, it was 1911. Iraq abolished it in 1924. Pakistan abolished slavery in 1948. Turkey abolished slavery in 1924, Syria in 1931, Kuwait 1946, Qatar 1952, Niger 1960, Saudi Arabia 1962, Oman 1970, and Mauritania, the last country on the planet to abolish slavery, abolished it in 1981. The Islamic world is the last region on the globe to ever abolish slavery. To say that Islam eradicated slavery gradually is so laughable of a claim when all just shows it's the complete opposite. Now, secondly, even though Islam formally abolished slavery, practically many Muslim countries still have the transaction and the human trafficking of black bodies to this day. To this day.
Mm-hmm.
So when they come and run that small time stuff over on us, it's just not gonna fly. And that's why I wanted to quickly just check that shit, because I have lived and grown up in the Islamic world. I have witnessed this firsthand. And it's not just the shackles of black bodies, but also the black mind. Because when you ask many of these slaves, why don't you run away? Why don't you get away from this Arab slave master? They will tell you, and this is based on the Prophet's words, by the way. They will tell you it is haram, it is forbidden Islamically for me to run away from my master because it's going to be displeasing to Allah. Now they're saying that because Muhammad himself said, any slave that runs away from his master, Allah will not, number one, accept his prayers, and number two, the punishment for him is capital punishment. So Islam doesn't just break your black body, it breaks your black mind. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much, Shaq, for all of that, man. W to you, Shaq, and definitely come by on the Sundays when we do these, because people say that all the time. Muslims always say that there's verses in the Quran about decreasing and all that for slavery, but just like how you said, there's a lot more context there that they don't give us. So appreciate you for saying all that, Shaq.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, not a problem. All right, guys, we still got some open boxes up. Go ahead and keep tapping that screen and keep liking the live. Once again, for everybody over on the YouTube, the link is right there. Y'all just keep on crashing out in there, but I don't know why. You can always come up and discuss and debate. And I don't mind having a good discussion. I don't mind having a good debate. The only reason why I'll talk over or mute or do any of that is if you're not answering a direct question, or if you're basically want to derail the conversation. I'm not doing all that. I ain't doing all that. All right, Rich, go ahead and come on up, and we can go ahead and have that discussion. Bar, tell the folks about your new album, though, bro. Bar, you hear me? Can't hear you, bro. Yeah, you still on mute. Can't hear you.
Mike, hold up.
There it is.
Yeah, I was just about to add to what he said. When you just gotta, that's why people need to know like the history, because when the Arabs come in, if you're saying that they are liberating black people from the Byzantine Empire, then why does the Arab slave trade happen after that? That's the very next thing that took place. The wars, they conquered North Africa, and then they set up their trades. Kidnappings, they kidnap black people too. If you got $13, you can go and read the book on Kindle Unlimited. This is just one of the books I've read, but this one details the war. It's called the Great Arab Conquest. I put it in the chat earlier, but it's really the only book with that title. So if you type in the Great Arab Conquest, you can't miss it. It's gonna pop up, and you can get it on Kindle Unlimited. Read that bitch like I read it. But it talks about the Arab, like, conquest is not something that is good for the people who are being conquered. There's the conqueror and then the conquered.
Mm-hmm.
No one is. I can't find the people that are saying we're okay with being conquered. No one is okay with. That's why I said when Arabs get up here and they talk about this thing, they're going to speak it from the position of we conquered, but we're going to look at it as like we're spreading some peace and we're providing something. That's the same thing that the Europeans did when they called it a civilizing mission, the white man's burden. That is how the conqueror is going to tell history. But the conquered is history a little different. It ain't the same. That's why you can't. That's why it's black people only. That's why we can't have this conversation with everybody, because your lens is from the lens of someone looking down, someone who you're a descendant of people who use their because slavery has always existed. Fine, we're talking about the religion. Your ancestors used these religions to justify what they did to black people. That's what y'all folks did. So you can't come up here and tell us why we should practice religion your grandfather forced on us. That's immoral to me. Morality is subjective. That's immoral to me. I'm cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely cool. I'm cool on that. Give me 1 second.
The album is gonna be on the streaming platforms tomorrow. I didn't want to wait on them. They was taking too long. I said, fuck it. I'll just put it on YouTube. I put it on YouTube last night, and so it'll be on like Spotify and Tidal and Apple Music and all the little streamers. It'll be on those tomorrow, but it's on YouTube. I got it in a playlist in the order. It's 25 songs. It took me forever, but we grandma, we made it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we made it. We
So,
did it.
man, look, listen. I left it all on the table. Is that I don't have nothing else to give you. I gave it was supposed to be 30 songs. I couldn't even do 30. I'm like, I don't have nothing else to give. I done gave it all. So, man, go check the album out. Leave a comment, thumbs up. Let me know what you're thinking, and yeah, it's on there. Y'all been waiting. It's on the flow, man. Go get it.
Definitely. We're also live on Black Atheist Rant channel. I was able to get it live on your channel too.
Oh,
Bar.
you did?
Yeah, I was able to get it live there too.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't know we was parlaying. Am I muted? Oh no, I'm not muted. I ain't know we was parlaying over there. Let me make sure it's done. Oh, we lit, y'all. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I was
it's
able
so
to get it
weird
live
seeing me live and I ain't live. I'm sorry. Are you able to see my chat?
Yeah, I'm able to see your chat because
okay, cool. Because I
can't
pull it up and do what I'm doing.
Yeah, I was all good. I was because you made me an editor, so I'm seeing your chat right now. And someone who is in my chat is also in yours, Mr. Lono. He's sitting here bitching too over on your chat. I'm like, bro, I invited you up on my chat and you didn't come. Now you're on another chat and you still won't come up. It's crazy. Let me see if we have any more guests. All right, we don't have any guests yet, y'all. So we're just waiting. Once again, if you want to join in on the conversation, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link in all the chats. Once again, y'all, tiny.cc/Volsi Live. You can join there, and we can have that discussion. And I see Dreadful is here in the comments. Dreadful, how's it going, brother? Appreciate you on being here. Thank you so much, Dreadful, for being here, bro. Thank you so much for being here. And y'all make sure y'all drop y'all stream that album, man. Y'all make sure y'all stream that, because every single time a Black Christian drops something, you get all these black these black publications like Spiritual Word and Shade Room and We the Culture. They always saying, oh, this Black Christian is changing the game. I want to see Bars. I want to see Black Atheist Rants. I want to see him on Shade Room one day. Yeah, I mean, that's what I want to see one day. That's what I want to see one day. All right, so yeah, over on the Deconstruction Junction, this dude Cozy Love Christ has been crashing out for the past hour and a half, bruh. So what I'm gonna do is he's gonna go on timeout until he knows that he can go ahead and come on up instead of crashing on the comments. Don't mention Q-Top. Oh, bad. Q-Top is a very, very weird case. And he blocked me too. Ooh, one last thing. Oh, Bar, you saw me, my brother. One last thing. Big happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, all the mothers in the chat. Ariel, are you a mother?
3 times over.
Ariel is a mother 3 times over. You look great for a mother 3 times over. But yeah. Happy Mother's Day to Ariel. Zena, I'm not sure if you're a mother, but happy Mother's Day to you if you are a mother as well. Happy Mother's Day to all the folks out there. I appreciate y'all so much. We appreciate our mothers. I definitely appreciate mine. We're bringing Okoro, onto the stage. Hopefully it come they load up because I'm not sure what's going on there. And once again, for anybody on any chat, the link is going to be pinned. Tiny.cc/Volsi Live. You can go ahead and join in. We're just waiting for a Okoro to load up, and after that, we'll go on to the next person. They're not loading up. Not sure what's going on. But yeah, y'all, happy Mother's Day. Happy big Mother's Day. Oh, there was a mistake. No problem, Okoro. No problem. Tell the people your process in this your.
Oh, what'd you say?
Now I'm gonna say tell the folks your process.
Yeah. So basically, it's a combination of like I wanted to like rap and just be lyrical, and then I wanted to like have music for like when I go to the gym, and then I wanted to have music for like, you know, for the soul, like something to make you, you know, lift your spirits up. So I tried to put all of it in there. The first song is for me. The second song is for the atheist community. The third song is for the Christians, and then the fourth song is for all of us all together. So if you listen to the album in order, I didn't notice I didn't notice that was what I was doing until the end. I didn't notice that the songs were formatted like that until I got to the end. I started putting them in order. I'm like, wait a minute. The eulogy is me. The Heart of Bar is the atheist community. The Sermon on the Mount is me talking about the Christians and what they say about me. And then the fourth one, the 10 Black Commandments, is for all of us. So I'm like, damn, I really it wasn't on purpose. It was an accident because I was just writing songs. But like once I got to the end, I'm like, wait a minute, I literally just came up with a fucking great little scheme of things. Yeah. And so it's nice. Yeah, it's some of those songs, like when I heard them, because you making the songs, but when you hear them for the first time back, you like, oh my God, this is nigga.
It's amazing.
Oh, man. That motherfucking better day is gonna come, nigga. Oh man. But my favorite is the last song, but don't listen to the last song first.
Don't listen to the last song first.
Don't listen to the last song first. But I know me saying that people are gonna go listen to it first. I want to see what boy talking about. Don't listen to the last song first. Whatever you do, because the last song is like is that's the one. I was ain't gonna spoil it, but I was like, that's the one. I told somebody else that's the one right there. But I ain't gonna spoil it for you. You just gotta go through, listen to them. I got some features on there. I put some heavy hitters on there. I talked about. I mean, I talked about everything. I wrote a verse that's it was. I don't know. I ain't. Well, I talked to Be Easy, but I just want to see if he gonna catch it. I said something in it that I know he gonna be like, oh, that's hard. So I put something in there like it. You can tell who I was like around when I was writing the songs based on like what's being said in the song, like because a lot of the songs don't mention something. Is like if all of a sudden they mention this, that's you can get a gist of what time period it was wrote and stuff like that. So it's like it's little Easter eggs in there and shit. It's nice.
I gotta listen to that. Gotta listen to that. I'm probably gonna be listening to tomorrow. Hopefully, I ain't got a lot of work to do. Zena, how's it going, Zena?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Ariel? What's up, Wolfie? What's up, Black Atheist? And I don't know the other one, but on the panel. Hi. V, I just want to say a special big giant hug to you and your partner. I know today might be challenging, so just a lot of love to y'all, especially today. And to everybody, all moms. But I had a question for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we were talking about, you guys were talking about the Black Arab slave trade, and since it's Mother's Day, what do you think? I know we talk a lot about specifically the Atlantic slave trade and the effect that it has had on the Black community and family building, but I don't know enough about the impact with the Arab slave trade and the impact that it had on community building. And I know Bar just now was talking about, you know, the castration when it came to basically cutting off our ability to procreate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You know what I mean? But like, what have y'all studied, or like the timeline of how it devastated that area so much so to now when we look at people in that area, they don't look like the rest of us anymore. You know what I mean? The culture has been fucking obliterated, and the limited knowledge I know comes from the book, you know, The Destruction of Black Civilization, where he talks about how they would intermarry. A lot of the leaders, they would have them intermarry and pass, you know, these I won't even call them policies, but edicts. You know what I'm saying? Basically having their family, their culture implemented and taking our Black, Yoruba, Igbo, like that culture out of those areas, our Bantu culture out of those areas. I don't really have a good grasp of the timeline, but I know that the impact is there. I would just like to learn a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You sure. See the you see with them castrating the boys and then taking the women, and you know that you look at North Africa, the Middle East and stuff like that, people think that the original North Africans are not Black. And it's because of what they see when they look over that. You see an influx of people who classify themselves as white. There was court cases where they was like, no, we are white. And so the aftermath of all of this is that area on the map is being designated for people that are not indigenous. And it got us thinking that those people were not Black. I said this last night when we was on with Thinker, but you don't get a European pharaoh until the Macedonians, the Greeks, Alexander. Everything before that, those Black people. And even when this continues with the Arabs, when they're telling history from what's that man's name? The father of I'm about to matriculate. The father of history. What's his name? Herodotus. They're telling that the father of history. They're saying the father of history was a Greek man, and you know he's gonna write from a Greek lens. You know the Hellenistic period, and then when the Arabs come in, they're all of this timeline of events. It got people today starting at the Greeks and the Arabs. They looking over there and saying, all I see is, you know, people that don't look like me over there. But that's because of the sex slavery, the you know, the castrating. It got people that they quote unquote they whitewashed that history. And you know, we say this all the time, but to be a true Muslim, you gotta be an Arab. You have to know how to speak Arab. You have to live like an Arab. But now you have black people, because Pisces talks about this. You have black people over there demonizing other black people for being black African. Like, oh, you know, we part Arab, or we got Arab identity. We speak Arab. Y'all don't. It's like, man, the identity crisis over there because of Islam is real. It's real. And it don't get talked about because we are over here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like we got our own fight with Europeans and the racist legislation and the shit they do. We can't even, we don't even have time to look over there and be like, damn, you know, Africans are arguing and discriminating against each other over who's closest to being an Arab.
Mm-hmm.
Who has the closest connection to Muhammad.
Mm-hmm. And I was gonna add on that as well. A lot of the problems that we've had, or one of the big changes that you see, is both linguistic and psychological. A good example of this is over in Somalia, where they made it a crime to marry a minor, marry a 9-year-old, and it had to be overturned because there was so much protest over it. You see what I'm saying? You'll even see in Somalia right now. Yeah, I know people have been looking at this issue where a lot of Somalis, like, they would not know whether they were black or something else. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And a lot of Somalis will even tell you, like, there's kind of an identity crisis where they would go hang with their Muslim brothers, but they were rejected for being black. And then when they go over and you know, talk more with Americanized black people and more convene with them, you'll get a lot of Muslims saying that, nah, you're Muslim. You see what I'm saying? You're not part of them. You see what I mean? So a lot of those identity issues that Bar was talking about is very, very, very deep in there. It happens in Western Africa as well, where a lot of Western African spiritual tradition has to be denigrated or forgotten about or washed away or abandoned just for you to be a Muslim. Of course, that was Christianity as well. They call it demonic and stuff like that. But with Islam, one thing that they do is, you know, they take, you know, idolatry very, very seriously. So if we had any, like, you know, artifacts from our ancient days, any writing from our ancient days, et cetera, all that needs to be destroyed in order for you to have Arabic writing and Arabic worship. So we lose a lot of our history, because a lot of history has spirituality in it, right? But you lose a lot of that when people turn to Islam, because once you're Muslim, you gotta watch that all the way. I was even watching a video of a village in Africa that just became Arab. I mean, not Arab. I said just became Muslim, right? And there was a totem there, a totem that basically spoke on their history from the beginning of the tribe all the way to modern day. And they're the only ones who can read it. But because they became Muslim, guess what they did to that totem? They destroyed it. So all of that history is gone. Like, we have no idea, like, the history of that tribe because they destroyed it. It's gone. You see what I'm saying? So these are some of the I would say the dangerous things or the negative effects of, you know, Islam permeating throughout the continent. They have to basically abandon your entire spiritual heritage for a foreign heritage that says that their culture is deified over yours. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I think that's you know, usually that stuff is passed down, right, from mother to child. But when I think Bar said it, when you take the women and, you know, the men are the ones that are now in charge of the education. The men are the ones that are now in charge of putting in place what they want to be passed down to the next generation. What we originally had was lost in time. Like, we have ways that we kept records, like you said, Goldie. That means, sorry, y'all. Did y'all hear that feedback, or is it me?
No, we didn't hear you. Good.
Yeah, you can go. You good?
Okay. It's, you know, there are, you know, wooden panels that only certain people can read, and if you just look at it, you would think that this is, like you said, a totem, just something that they worship. But no, it tells thousands of years of information about that tribe, about that family, about that person. But I also think that the Arab slave trade, white people learned from that. You know what I mean? Like, they're the ones who saw how that system works for them and implemented it onto us, especially in North Africa. And the breeding programs that they fucking ran, you see those same type of breeding programs in Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, right? Like, they were the same fucking type. And so I'm just trying to figure out in the Arab slave trade, like, how the hell did they become so goddamn successful? Like it feels like it was just a blink of an eye, but you know, like, we know when the white people came and how they did it in their missionaries and things like that. But it's just like with the Arab slave trade, how did they get such a fucking strong hold into our community to the point where through marriages and things like that, they were able to conquer our people so distinctly to the point where, like you said, Somalis, right? They have that fucking identity crisis where I know black-eyed Dominican type shit. Oh, and they're absolutely positively, like, they can't be racist. They don't have a system to overthrow fucking anybody, let alone people in their own goddamn country. But they're bigots. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, we're in the same fucking pot, bro. What happened in that condensed area to the point where Arab culture, like Bar said, became so fucking deified to the point where it's an identity crisis. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so lost on that fucking timeline. Like, I can't, I'm trying to wrap my goddamn head around.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
No, of course, I get it. I think the most of the reason why this is because around this time our history isn't taken into consideration, right? When you read these world history books, it goes to the Middle Ages, basically around the 1400s, when European explorers were in Africa, and then it skips all the way to the 1800s. You see what I'm saying? But like, that's about 500 years of history where everything that was going on in Africa is not talked about. I think the main way that that it happens is because this how Bar said, if you castrate the men and you take the women as wives, over there in their culture, the culture is not from mother to child, is passed from father to child. You know, I mean, you're mostly with the father. He's gonna pass the culture down to you. So that's what happened. The fathers are the ones who are passing on this culture, and then the children grow up in it, and then they pass it on to their children, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You see what I'm saying? So that's typically how it happens. And the way it happens that way is because even though a lot of the time the mothers have to, caregive, they're the primary caregivers and take care of them and everything like that. But the ones who's instilling the culture into the children over there is the father. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think that's how it typically happens. And not only that, a lot of these women were enslaved. You know what I mean? So they couldn't teach a lot of their own culture. Yeah. I mean, so it's basically how it happens over there.
And see, they talk about Islam as a religion of peace, but do you know how violent you gotta be to be able to take infrastructure from Rome post 391? Rome was, hey man, Jesus will die. You had to come over and be more ruthless than that to take that from them, because they wasn't playing around for real. Rome was not playing around. Rome persecuted everything walking that did not accept their version of Christianity. They was not playing. When the Arabs came in, they came in on the back burner of Rome and Persia going to war. By the time them Arab armies came in, Rome and Persia was weak, so they just slid in while they was licking their wounds and took all that shit over. And when they took it over, they basically, when you look at the Arab slave trade, their initial contact, they kidnapped as well. They would ravage. Is it ravage villages? Is that the word I'm looking for? It's not ravage, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, ravage and
pillage.
They pillaged. That's the word. They pillaged villages. and stuff like that. They were ambushing small groups and stuff like that. And so there's the exact same thing that happened to us. People converting, because in Islam you can't enslave other Muslims. Black people started converting to Islam out of survival of being caught and not being Muslim. This is how you get the ball rolling, because now niggas is converting out of fear. But when it gets passed down to the children are getting indoctrinated, but the parents converted to survive, and they trying to indoctrinate the kid so the kid can survive. And then that gets lost, but history continues as people still convert to Islam. And then you have basically how it is now is Islam spreading throughout Africa it was like autopilot, because of declaring someone non-Muslim is grounds for their enslavement. Oh, these niggas not real Muslims, get them. We can free game now. So we gotta convert to Islam to prevent that. And this how you get so many people convert. Maybe it wasn't like out of them wanting to be a Muslim. Maybe they didn't believe in Allah, but I'm like, shit, it's Muhammad or die over here. You know what I'm saying? And then also I want to bring this up. North Africa was already conquered and colonized during the Hellenistic period. So the Arabs are not taking Africa from Africans. They're taking Africa from what the Romans controlled. When they start to move, in the sub-Saharan part, this is because, you know what I'm saying? Like they already controlled they controlled everything but Ethiopia because of the mountains. If it was not for the mountains, Ethiopia would have been picked off when Alexander came. Everything surrounding them, the Horn of Africa was Rome and then Arab. So they controlled we talking about all of those trade networks, all that shit was controlled by the Arabs once they took it. Sub-Saharan Africa, this is where the kidnapping and all that shit come in. These people weren't just, hey, I got a religion of peace. I want to offer y'all a Quran and a slushy. Historically incorrect. I'm gonna kidnap these niggas. How did they do it so fast? They had a head start because Rome and Persia was weak. You look up what's called the Ghassanids and the Lakhmids. The Ghassanids was the Arab buffer state for the Byzantine Empire, and the Lakhmids was the buffer state for the Sasanian or Persians, basically. So we have Arab Christians fighting Arab. They call them Nestorians. You have Arab monophysites on the Byzantine side fighting and competing with the Arab Nestorians. The Persians and the Romans are fighting though. So it's like, you ever seen that game where they got the blue punching thing and the red punching thing?
Yeah.
That's the Arabs. But it's like the Persians and the Romans are fighting. We're literally being used on both sides, and then Rome and Persia get weak after the war. This is the perfect time for them to the dude that just came up here and said that they wasn't nothing until Islam. But that's why, because they was being persecuted and beat the fuck on by each other from the opposite sides. And so Rome and Persia is weak now. We've been fighting. Let's unite. We're gonna unite create our own religion and take all this shit. That's exactly what the fuck they did, and they was able to succeed because Rome and Persia was weak. That's how they got the ball rolling for real. You come in with your armies, take over, a weakened Byzantine, because Rome controlled the Middle East, was all Rome. If we take this shit, nigga, and North Africa was their bread basket. That's what a cradle at. That's what the Library of Alexandria at. That's what a Ptolemy's was at. That's what Alexander the Great was at. That's where, Rome had to make sure Egypt was under under the boot for real. You take that, you got all this shit. That's what the Arabs did. And then they just moved their ass south, west, take all, get the kidnapping niggas now. Muhammad will die.
And that's what it is. Muhammad will fucking die. And you know, like the breeding program, people don't talk about that either. They needed bodies and they bred them and they brainwashed them. Nobody talks about that a lot in depth, how they literally set up places to rape women, to have their children, took those children, brainwashed those children to turn on their own fucking people. Nobody talks about that shit. And how, I think you would call it what, epigenetics, how that shit is still present today in what we see in North African countries. Like that ideal that Allah is supreme. I'm nothing but a people. How did you call the name, Wolfie? Like the Arab name for black people? Like
Zanj.
Zanj. Right? Learned that fucking today. Thank you for that education. But the fact that they can repeat it, look at their dark black skin, just like me and you, and they can repeat that and truly believe that they should be called like that. Oh, well, that's just what they call us. What the fuck do you mean? But again, that comes from, I think, thousands of years or hundreds of years, thousands of selective breeding. And I hate to say breeding like that, but that's exactly what they were doing. You know what I mean? And I'm like, it really hurts my brain that people can't see that, like you said, Rome and Persia are fighting, the Arabs come through, and they stayed. They didn't just go away. They fucking stayed and made a home. And to your point, the infrastructure was already fucking there. They just moved in. That's crazy to me. But yeah, I don't know. It really sucks that people don't want to talk about it, that people don't have any opinions on it, that they're, you know, they'll jump on the white man this, white man that, which fuck them too. But these niggas was right there too, socking and bopping us up our fucking head. And
you know it's crazy, Zena. I'm not sure if you was here earlier in the live, but when I brought this up, people in the chat on my and on the YouTubes, they was out here calling me the racist when I'm telling them that, y'all, this is what the Arab people did to us, and still to this day it still affects them, because the Middle East was one of the most racist places you'll ever go in your life. Like whenever Nigerian Muslims want to do their pilgrimage, they always say this. They say they always have an issue over there because the Arabs are super fucking racist to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are we talking about here, man? Like the Middle East, and I'm not just talking about the Arab country. I'm just talking about Jordan or Saudi Arabia, Israel too. Israel is one of the most racist countries to ever go to. You know what I'm saying? So is like we have an issue where, because of these events, the Atlantic slave trade and the Arabic slave trade, Europe and the Middle East are now basically one of the most dangerous places it is to have a person with dark skin. It just is what it is, and now folks get mad at me for saying it, but it's not because of me. Like, fix that fucked up mindset, you know?
Absolutely. And look, some people might hate me for saying this shit, and I'm okay with that. But I know y'all know who Mama Africa is, right? And yeah, we were talking the other day, and we were talking about the war that It's Not Real is waging in Gaza, right? And what's funny is there are Black Palestinians, okay? Black Muslim Palestinians, and they are in those camps with the Arab Palestinians. They're in the same camp. Tell me why there is a rampant case of even a little bit of resources that they all have to share. The Black Palestinians are still getting, and I don't even know how I can say, but the least of what, like if they get something, it's taken from them. I'm talking about their sleeping mats, it from them. I'm talking about their tents, the milk, the flour that they could get, the pasta, right, that they could get. They're taking it from them, you know, and the face of this is absolutely Arab Palestinians. But there are black Palestinians that are there, but you'll never fucking see them. You might find one or two videos, but there's thousands over there, but they will not allow them to also be at the forefront of what's going on. Why? Because they've always treated them like fucking shit. Just like in Ukraine, when they were pushing that pregnant black woman off the goddamn train, right? And you see animals taking up space, but the black people, push them off. They can wait. And black soldiers, African soldiers, on the other hand, are being purchased and put on the front line. Like, nobody, like, when people to me say, oh, this culture, they love us, it's inclusive, it's peaceful, the fuck you are, because even at your worst, even at your detriment, will you fuck over black people? In Lebanon too, yeah. Mama Africa was talking about that. Like, I don't know. I don't understand that shit. But I see you got a guess. I just, you know, it's really baffling to me.
No,
for no reason, you know.
It really is. It really is. And as always, you know, we appreciate you. Definitely stay up though, okay? Because we're gonna see what this new guest is talking about. All right, Mo, we appreciate you being up and being here. It is your time to shine. Are you at least 18, Christian, Muslim, or Black Hebrew Israelite? And are you a black man or a woman?
I am a black man. I'm over 18. I'm neither. I'm atheist.
You're an atheist.
So I don't subscribe to that. I've seen the post before. So I just wanted to engage because I think that I don't see a lot of black atheist spaces outside of these ones. But as of recently, I've been trying to deconstruct more because having a daughter, an 8-year-old daughter, I've realized specifically how much religion informs patriarchy and misogyny.
Oh yeah,
the duality that women don't, the nuance women aren't allowed to have in American society specifically, because I'm American. As only being seen as like their value is being married to a man, or having babies, or being like the mother of God, or like or some harlot, or some lustful deity, like whether it's Delilah or Lilith or Eve, or you got to be married. And I'm not raising my daughter like that. I'm not telling her she comes from those man's rib. Obviously, that's just magic and not real. But I don't want her to even get into that ideology to start thinking that's where her value comes from, because it's ingrained so early. And likewise with my son, it's the little shit like in the movies, and that's just all formed from this religion. Children are a very marginalized class along with women, and we indoctrinate them with shit. Children are.
Tyrone, mute up real quick. Real quick.
Why we grow up and why women grow up thinking that they need to be tied to a man, or led by a man, or submit to a man. It's like, you ain't gotta submit to no nigga. You a leader too. I'll be damned if I let my daughter bow down to one of these dusty ass niggas who don't even see a woman as a full person. And that's something I had to learn to pull back. I didn't always have this poise or this wisdom, but particularly since she's been growing up, I've been more vocal about it, because so many black women hold the church up, and they will put that shit on a little girl. And I've seen it happen to girls I care about, being called fast, but not judging the nigga, the grown ass man fucking on a 16-year-old.
Exactly.
And that's the thing that I want to push against, like, because that shit is toxic as fucking. It's detrimental. I'm gonna mute up from there. Thank y'all for letting me speak.
Hey man, W guest, y'all drop those W's in the comment for Mo, bro. Like, my God, thank you so much, Mo. Like, because I had to deconstruct from that as well. Even after I stopped believing, I had to deconstruct from that. And it's an everyday process, y'all. We're not perfect. It's an everyday process. There's probably still shit that I say that's probably patriarchal or something like that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like it's a everyday going process. But as long as you know You know what I mean? And as long as you try to do better, and then when it gets called out to you, you said, you know what? I didn't realize before. I'm going to go ahead and try to change that. Go ahead and try to change that. You know what I'm saying? It's an ever building process. But the moment that we know that religion feeds into misogyny, feeds into patriarchy, 100%. Like, nah, my daughter ain't gotta submit to nobody, especially if you ain't leading shit. You feel me? I tell wifey that all the time. You feel me? Like, yeah, she likes when I take like traditional roles and lead and everything like that. But I always tell her, like, listen, if there's any day where you think that I'm fucking up and I'm not making the right decisions, like, tell me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, baby, maybe you should take the road, or maybe you should take the handles on what's going on, because maybe I don't know as much as you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what we as men got to do. Your value isn't the 3 P's. Your value isn't provide, protect, procreate. That's not what your value is based on. Your value is based on who you are as a person, how you treat the people around you. If you are secure in yourself, your value is not based on if another nigga gets his nails done. That ain't you. What I got to do with you? You feel me?
Yes, it is.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. Hey, y'all! Shout out to Zena, shout out to Ariel, shout out to Mo. Just a quick briefer. Jay, I do see you over. Hey, Roy, give me a second. Jay, I do see you over in the YouTube. I'm gonna bring you up in a moment. Be patient for me, please, Jay. Roy, we'll get to you next. Before we get to all that, y'all, big shout out to the Deconstruction Junction. Thank y'all so much for being here. Once again, the link is pinned to join. Tiny.cc/Volsi Live. YouTube as well, over on my Volsi Thoughts, tiny.cc/Volsi Live. Twitch, same thing, tiny.cc/Volsi Live. You should see it on the screen right now. And if you're watching me over from the Black Atheist Coalition, same thing as well. I appreciate y'all so much. Shout out to Bars Chat. Make sure on Black Atheist Ranch Chat, make sure y'all start streaming his music. It just dropped. Y'all go ahead and run those numbers up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get to Roy. Thank y'all so much. We're gonna go ahead and get to Roy. Roy, when I was talking, you said yes, it is. I'm pretty sure you're talking about submitting and men and et cetera, but it's not gonna be a politics live. We do not believe black people should be Muslim, a Christian, or a Black Hebrew Israelite. Roy, are you 18? Are you a black person? And are you Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite?
I'm a something.
So Roy, are you black? Are you over 18? And are you Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite?
I'm orange. I'm 11.
I'm gonna give you one more chance, Roy. Are you over 18? Are you a black person? Are you Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite?
I'm over 17 centimeters.
All right, fuck off. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and bring up Jay over on the YouTube. Jay, how's it going, Jay? Are you at least 18? Are you a black person? Are you Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite?
No, I'm a Christian. I'm a white male, but I wanted to bring something to your attention.
Okay, so Jay, as a white man, you understand the history of how black people became Christian.
Yeah. In fact, I'm
Great.
not here to negate that. I wanted to bring this book to you guys' attention. There's this man, his name is Israel Cohen. He was a part of the Fabian Society in the early 1900s. And the Fabian Society is a secret society in England, of course. Mind you, run by aristocratic, the same people you guys are speaking of. They had this book called The Racial Agenda for the 20th Century. And it came out in 1911 and 1912. And in the book, it talks about how they want to use the media and other means to pin the black community against the white community, because there was a fear.
All right. We're done.
All right, so
we're done.
Jay, what is your point here? Because we don't care about any of this. We shouldn't be Christian.
No, arguably not. But I think the main corporate of the issues with the world and community is these
white people.
It's racism.
Jews.
White people.
Yeah, it's racism.
Right. It's not. I don't
White
think
people.
It's not just white people. That's
It's white
not
people.
a very
People.
It's white people.
Because if two African tribes have a dispute and they fight, and then that's just what it's gonna be, that's some little local shit, little local conflict, you know, whatever. Brothers fight. What white people did is only rivaled by the Arab. We're talking about global world domination type shit. That ain't replicated nowhere. Where have you seen black people? Where's the black version of the Doom to Versus at? I'm still waiting on that. I don't know. Have y'all seen that? I ain't seen it.
Fuck no.
Yep, that's
Ain't
never
no black
existed.
Doom to Versus. We don't. You know, y'all did some shit that nobody else has done.
Well, you're saying that
Because
we did
the
it as if
the
everyday Americans
Orisha
have
is still the
anything to do
Orisha
with
for us. Like we
aristocratic imperialism.
Hey, Jay, Bar was still talking.
Yeah.
Well, you guys cut me off as soon as I said my point, saying you're done.
it's a mute point.
You want me to pay my damn
because
respect,
Jay,
you guys don't want to hear
Jay, I'm gonna mute you up real quick.
Yeah, it won't
Number
help.
one,
It won't help.
It won't help because number one, this is our stage and our topic. We want to talk about a certain thing. You're bringing up the Fabian Society. Give a fuck about that.
Fabian.
What the hell is even all that about? It's a complete moot point.
Fabian.
We're talking about should black people be Christian, Muslim, or BHI. Now you're a Christian. You said you understand how black people got Christianity through slavery and through colonialism. That's why we believe black people should not be Christian. Now the question is for you: do you think black people should be Christian?
When did he say the Fabian dynasty? When did you say the Fabian society was created?
You know,
when did you say the Fabian society was created?
I'm sorry, what?
What year? When did you say the Fabian society was created? What year was that?
I didn't say when it was created. I said the book that was released under the guise of the Fabian Society by this member of Israel.
We get it, but when was the Fabian Society created?
I don't have that on top of my head.
Okay, cool. No, that's not a problem. But we can move on from that.
I just looked it up, and it comes after world domination by the Europeans.
Oh, no,
it comes after colonialism.
So they don't need a book to pin. They never needed some literature to pin us against them. They were already doing it well before that. Fabian shit. Fabian Smabian. They've been doing this.
Well,
yes,
this is my way of
college rule
saying it's
notebook
become
with some words on it.
institutionalized. It becomes societal.
Right. So
fractal-
Jay, listen. We don't care.
Look, man.
Should black people be
We've
Christian?
been fighting these people since Alexander the Greek. We've been fighting white people.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we talking about?
Jay, we should not be Christian. You agree or disagree?
I'm apolitical on that. It's really, like I said, up to the person's intentions. You know,
it's up to the person's
You
intentions.
brought your white ass up here. Now you apolitical on some
See,
shit.
this
You
is
brought
the
your
problem
butt
with
up
how
here to
your
talk about.
conversations. You guys throw in race and you talk about people being racist, but you
Because you're white. We're black.
But bro,
all
you
these racial things.
I see
are
color.
white.
I see all
And
color. I
you
don't
are
know
black.
about that.
So
I don't
once
see
I gotta
no
do is
color
me
shit.
say my
I see
point, you
color,
have your
brother.
point.
All right. The reason
that's
why
not
this
how
matters,
engagement
Jay.
works.
The reason why this matters, Jay, is that even though race is a social construct, it's still real. It has actual effects, meaning that where you're born at and the skin color that you are is going to affect your viewpoint on how you view the world. Is that correct or incorrect?
Arguably, depending on your social status and economic.
No, not
status.
depending on your social status. Are you going to say that someone like LeBron James is not gonna receive racism?
LeBron James is boule.
You're not answering my question, Jay.
Well, here's the thing: is like
No.
LeBron
Can
James,
LeBron
like, he's
James
part of
experience
the elite
racism?
cult,
Can you experience racism?
Can you experience racism?
LeBron James got the police called on him in his own neighborhood. You gonna sit here and tell me he can't experience racism?
I'm not saying he cannot.
Okay,
experience
cool.
it. I just think
So cool. That's
very-
that. But so Jay, our point is when we point out that you're white, being white and being born in America is gonna give you a certain viewpoint. That's just what it is. It doesn't mean that it's your fault. It just means that's what it's gonna be. It's a real thing. There are some things that you won't experience. There are some and there are some things that you won't have to do being a white male that moves through this world as an American white male. Therefore, like there are some viewpoints you just won't recognize. So when we say that, listen, you're a white person who came up here to talk to other black people about Christianity, you're going to have a viewpoint. You just can't say you're agnostic about that. Now you're saying that you're a Christian. Are you saying that you don't care if anybody else is Christian?
He's apolitical, boss.
It's like he's apolitical. Like there's no such thing as apolitical.
Answer to the question you asked him.
There's really no such thing as apolitical. The question that we're posing is, do you think black people should be Christian or not? Now you're a Christian, right?
Yes.
All right. Do you think other people should be?
It's not for me to say. You know, if they find
is your Christianity under your theology? If someone does not accept Jesus as their Lord and personal Savior, will they go to eternal damnation?
No, I don't believe that.
Okay.
I don't think that's how God works.
Cool. So under your viewpoint, eternal damnation is not really a thing.
Unless you do very heinous things to kids and people.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't think that people go to hell for being Muslim or being Hindu. You know, I don't think that's how God works.
Okay, cool. So what's the point of Christianity and Jesus died on the cross then?
Arguably, it's the egregore as the ultimate sacrifice, you know, to, you know, build yourself up. However, I've come back and forth about whether, as a Christian myself, whether I think that is the true story itself. I have trouble sometimes wondering if what I believe in is really true.
I'm
not going to sit here and tell you it's like de facto.
I'm very, very lost. I don't think anyone understood that. I don't think anyone on my station understood exactly what that meant. You're saying that so Jesus dying on the cross, there was no reason for that because if Hindus and Muslims and folks like me and Bar, we could all get into heaven. I mean, all right, cool, I guess so. But what was the point of Jesus dying on the cross then?
Niggas weird dying for nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. I think you're deconstructing Jay. I think Jay is deconstructing y'all. I think you're deconstructing Jay because that's if we could all get into heaven, there's no point of Jesus dying on the cross, bro. Like there was no point.
I mean, damn. Ain't even get a bucket of chicken.
Well,
you gonna kill a nigga and don't give my family none?
I mean, can you hear me?
Yeah,
yes.
I'm confused, right? Because number one, I don't know why the fuck you're up here. Like, this is a question, like an internal dialogue, right, between black people. But if you're gonna insist upon yourself, right, and want to participate in a conversation, like, be real about it, right? There's no way that Christianity or being a Christian is apolitical, especially when it fucking benefits you, right? You benefit as a white. Don't interrupt me. If you shut the fuck up and don't interrupt me, I'll tell you.
And this isn't this isn't a good
like,
dialogue.
Shut your fucking mouth, right? White tears don't do anything for me, Jay. So you can go ahead, piss that in a cup, and like pour it out in your toilet. It doesn't make my garden grow. All right, I don't give a shit. But I'm trying to understand, right? Like as a white man with all the privilege in the world, not to add onto the fact that you believe in this white national supremacist religion. You've been asked several times, right? Why should black people be Christian? And I'm waiting for that answer because everything that I've seen from it, everything that I know, it's just torture. It causes us pain. It causes division in our community, right? So I'm trying to understand what the fuck are the benefits?
You can unmute yourself now, Jay. Did you hear the question, Jay?
No, go ahead. What was it? I'm sorry.
Oh, great.
The last part.
Yeah, say that last part again, Zena, please.
And see, this is also the benefit with being like a basic ass white man. You can just zone out, right, and not listen to what people are saying. But I'll go ahead. I'm asking, Jay, what is the benefit of being a Christian person in America, specifically being a Black Christian in America, what's the fucking benefit? I don't see it, and it seems like you refuse to answer it when that's the fucking question at hand, right? Like what can it do for me?
To me doing anything.
I'm not talking about you being white, numbnut. I'm literally
you just mentioned that just a second ago, so I don't know how I'm supposed to take it.
All right, so Jay, just tell me. I'm sorry, Zena. I'm sorry, Zena. Can I just interrupt real quick? All right, so I got you. All right, so this right here tells me, Jay, hold on. This right here tells me, Jay, that you're not actually listening to her question, because her question was, or you're actually listening to her because her question was, what is the benefit of a Black person being Christian? And you're talking about, there's no benefit to me being white. The question is not about you being white. The question is, what's the benefit to being a Christian? And your response to that was, well, you brought up being white. That shows you're not actually listening to us, bro. You're not actually here to discuss anything. We're not talking about you being white right now. We're talking about, as Black people, what is the benefit of us being Christian? And I'm sorry I had to interject there, Zena, but you can go ahead and speak to him now. All right, so Jay, that's the question that Zena gave to you.
No, thank you, V, because I'm confused about like why his fragile feelings have anything to do with the question that I'm asking when he first came up trying to share this whack ass fucking Fabian ass book to us that adds nothing to the conversation except some science viewpoint. Nobody gives a fuck about that. That wasn't the conversation or the topic at hand. I hope and I wish that he just fucking get to it and answer the question since he wants to interject himself in a Black dialogue.
Yeah, see, this is the thing, is like you talk about being a racially charged world, but your entire dialogue is racially charged and full of insults. And I wasn't trying to change anyone's minds.
Jay, homie, I'm gonna really need you to get over it, bro. Listen, bro, the question on the floor that she gave to you, I'm gonna need you to get over it, bro. The question was, what is the benefit of Black people being Christian? You got to get over it, bro. Come on, put your big boy pants on. All right. The question on the floor is, what is the benefit of Black people being Christian? That's the question, man. My God.
There is no benefit to being any religion.
All right,
maybe
great.
The Sabbatean Frankish Jew that I've seen.
I'm not talking about any religion though, right? Clearly, as a white man in America, I'm assuming you're American. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But as a white man in America, you benefit greatly from the rise of Christian nationalism in this country. Though, frankly, personally, I believe that a lot of you guys are about to be disenfranchised by it. Y'all just don't see it. But as of today, right now, you could go do a number of things and you will have white Christian nationalists back you up if you say the right thing, right? This book that is a guide for colonialism has benefited your ancestors greatly. I'm trying to understand, right? Because again, you injected yourself into a Black conversation as a white man, giving me white.
It's a people conversation.
I'm not. It says Black. It says Negro, niggers, Black, right?
Okay, so you use your own racial slurs against yourself. Real smart.
So Jay, I am smart. Thank you for acknowledging that. But I'm trying to understand, right? At the core of, a little tangent from the question, right? How does it benefit Black people to share the same religion that oppressed us? I'm just fucking confused. You're trying to hand us some.
Nobody oppressed you guys. Ancestors went through things.
Hey, JJ, just let her finish the question out, and then you can respond. It's very easy. Go ahead, Zena.
You seem very sensitive, Jay, and I don't understand why. But I'm really trying to get to the question and have you answer it, right? Like, how would it benefit my people yesterday, today, tomorrow, in the future, in the past? How has it helped us, and how will it help us going forward, right? To convert to something that absolutely positively did oppress us. I'm confused, Jay.
Hold on, let me unmute him. Well, I'm trying to unmute him. Jay, you can unmute yourself. Well, I'm trying to unmute him. He's not.
Y'all get a lot of people who come and just like cry like this.
Yes.
Like, they get upset, and then they say that black people are racist when we use something that was used against us for generations, and then they tried to tone police you at the same time. Does that happen a lot?
All the time. Okay, yeah, he ran. He left.
Okay. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
All good. He's a runner. He's a track star. It's all good. It's all good. Let me see if we have any guests. All right, we don't have any guests in a box yet, but we'll go ahead and keep it pushing. All right, guys. So like I said before, you can go ahead and join in. The link is right there, tiny.cc/Vossi Live, or if you're on TikTok, go ahead and hit that guest button, and then you can go ahead and join in. We're coming up on 2 hours. So I don't know if you guys can see my background, but y'all see her waiting there? Yes, because it's coming up on 2 hours. She's gonna tell me to get off. I already know that Bar is gonna continue over on his. So you may see for anyone who's over on Bar's channel, you may see another live come up with him, because I think he's gonna keep on going, and me and wifey might head out. Y'all see her, right? She's poking her head through the screen. Poking her head through the screen. But if we don't get any people within the next 5 minutes, then we're gonna go ahead and end it off, and I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. But once again, y'all, gift the panel. Big shout out to Bar. Big shout out to Zena. Big shout out to Ariel and to Mo. Hey, baby, they all saying hi to you. Come here. Come here, babe.
Hi, Happy Mother's Day. How you doing, babe?
They said Happy Mother's Day, and how you doing? Yeah, his wifey. Camera's right here, baby. You gotta. Yeah, you gotta bend down to see the camera. Yeah, you gotta come on the other side. Yeah, there she is. Y'all see wifey? Hey. All right, y'all. So about 4 or 5 minutes, and then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Hey, what are you doing? Sorry. Oh my goodness. They say you're beautiful. And they can't wait to meet you at the cookout. Oh yeah, so in the last 5 minutes, let me go ahead and do that, y'all. The Black Atheist Skeptics and Humanist Cookout, y'all. The Black Atheist Skeptics and Humanist Cookout, the Bash Cookout. Y'all definitely got to come through. All right, definitely got to come through. Bar's gonna be there performing his new album. I hope Zena and Ariel can make it out. They're seeing if they can make it out, but I hope that they can. We're gonna have a whole bunch of other folks out there as well. And all right, so wife took over the live, I guess. Hey, baby, they want to see you again because she took over the live. Wife took over the live.
He's gorgeous, man.
Yeah, they said you're beautiful. The cookout is going to be in Central Florida. It's gonna go down second week of June. All right, y'all. So start setting it up right now if you're able to come out. I've been telling people about this since January, so we'll have enough time. Next year, I'm likely going to have it in Texas because we have a lot of people from Texas that's going to be coming out to this one. So likely next year is going to be at Texas. Skeptical says she's coming through. Serafina Simone says she's coming through. Bar is coming through. You know what I mean? Mr. Coco, Controversial Compass, he said he's coming through as well. So yeah, next year I think I'm going to have it in Texas, but this year Central Florida because you know that's where I am. I'm also going to speak to what's their name, Black Non-Believers, because Black Non-Believers, they do the Revival of Reason, I think around that time as well. So I'm gonna try to link up with them, seeing when they do a Revival of Reason. Thank you. All right, we got one last person. All right, y'all, one last person. This is gonna be my last person. I'm gonna get out of here. All right, because I do got a hard stop. All right, the Freak. I don't know why you call yourself the Freak for, but let's call you Freak. All right, Freak. How's it going, Freak? Are you at least 18? Are you a black person, Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite?
I'm above 18. I'm not black, and I'm Christian.
All right, great. Why should black people be Christian? Because it's the religion of our enslavers.
Well, the truth benefits everybody, and I believe that Christianity is the truth.
We can't show it to be.
benefit.
Right, I got you. Okay, so here's the thing: when people always say this, right? We can't show that to be true, right? So we have to show what is. We have to go ahead and talk about what we can show to be true. We can't show that Jesus rose from the dead, that he was the Son of God, or even that he existed. So we can't show that to be true. So I understand that you think that is true, which is all good and well. But we have to discuss what we know is true, and what we know is true is that the way that the majority of sub-Saharan Africa got Christianity was through slavery and through colonialism. It wasn't the missionaries got out there and people converted. Sure, that happened in some tribes, but for the most part, it was through colonialism. So the question then becomes, should Black people keep or retain the religion of their enslavers and their colonizers?
Well, I would dispute, the existence of Jesus and his resurrection, from in history and from the Bible. But yeah, I mean, it's the truth, and the truth benefits everybody. I'm going to stick with that.
I mean, it benefits you. It benefits white people because what I'm saying, the Europeans took over the world and they brought Christianity with them all over the world. So that hierarchy sure benefits y'all. But how does it benefit us?
Well, let me help him out. Even listen. Even if you think Jesus Christ was a real person, Black people still shouldn't be Christian. Because even if the God is real and Jesus Christ is the Son of the God, why the fuck would we worship a God and his son that watched what the Europeans did? They ate us. You know that, don't you?
Not particularly, but
my subjective morality says it's immoral to worship a God that watched your people get eaten. I'm good.
All right.
I'm good. I think I'm good.
I mean, the thing is, like, when I say it's the truth, I'm also talking about eternal life, and that being,
I don't want eternal
that being
life.
the case.
That's overrated. I want to live.
Yeah.
I want to live, turn the fuck up, and then die, and that be it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind living
let
into
the ants and the critters eat me. I hope I taste
exactly.
like a well cooked steak to them niggas.
Exactly. We're gonna be well seasoned for the worms. But when it comes to eternal life, right? I wouldn't mind living for 1,000 years, but probably at the year 530, I'm gonna get sick of it. But like, yeah, I'm like I don't care. We don't care about eternal life. That's kind of
give me 80 good ones. And give me 80 good
that's
ones.
an assumption, though.
I need 175 good ones. If I get 175 good ones, I'll be straight for forever. But the thing is, though, Freak, when it comes to this subject, I know you think that's the truth, but we cannot show it to be true. There's no way to show it. We have to talk about what can we show to be true, and did Christianity negatively affect Black people? That's what we can show to be true.
There was a lady last night.
I'd have to think about that, but
she said,
"Go ahead."
My bad. I'm doing some sidebar shit because I ain't paying attention to what the fuck you about to say. But go ahead.
That's best stuff. But yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to make my people laugh. I ain't even studying your bullshit. You ain't even Black. But go ahead though.
I know I lost my train of thought, man. Could you ask the question again, or maybe ask a new question? I forgot.
White man, white man.
Bar, please.
Is that what happened?
Hey, man.
Oh, man. Yeah. So the thing was,
it's true. We love watermelon. It's true.
Okay, so if we
I noticed what y'all talk about at y'all
true.
Klan rallies. Y'all talk about that at the Klan rallies. It's true. I love a seeded water. I don't fuck with no watermelon.
Nah, it gotta be seeded. Gotta know it's real.
It gotta be seeded.
Goddamn shit look like meatloaf. I don't want no meatloaf watermelon. I want my watermelon with the seeds in it.
The only thing about the seeds, you gotta keep spitting them out. You gotta be careful. You don't want to hit anybody in the eye. You know what I mean?
I swallow them bitches.
You swallow the seeds? Yeah. You could swallow the seeds. And y'all remember that Rugrats episode where
what a watermelon gonna grow inside me? I'm cool.
Remember that Rugrats episode where who was it? It was Tommy. He swallowed a seed. Or it wasn't Chucky that Chucky swallowed a seed and they thought that it was gonna grow a watermelon inside of him. What's going on, Lord?
fried chicken,
Hey, Lord.
watermelon, purple Kool-Aid.
There's a difference
So
between the
when you
thick
go back to
ones
the Klan,
and
hey,
the thick
next time
black
you go
ones
to the
and the, like,
Klan
the
rally,
thin little white
next
ones.
time you go to the Klan rally, tell them it's true, man. We really do fuck with it.
We mess with chicken and watermelon for sure. Yeah.
Talking
So
about the watermelon seeds.
so the
if we
point
assume
on our
that
board is
Christianity,
gotcha. So
I'm
the
sorry,
point
go
on
ahead.
the point that we try to get across is that Christianity, as the way that it operated in the West, especially when it comes to Africa, has negatively damaged Black people, especially sub-Saharan Africans, because right now they essentially worship white people. Because if you go to Africa right now, every image of Jesus is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white man, and we know that's not true. That causes psychological issues. When it comes to the United States, Christianity it operates as a religion of whiteness, not as a religion of togetherness and loving. Yeah, sure, individual white folks can do that, right? But as an overarching thing, when you look at how the way Christianity operates in America, especially what we're seeing now with the rise of Trump and Christian nationalism, it's all about hierarchies and national and racial hierarchy, not actual loving togetherness and all that good stuff that Jesus was talking about. You see what I mean? So because of those reasons, there's no reason for us to be Christian.
All right. There's a lot there. So, maybe you see that with like the Orthodox or with Catholicism, because they believe like in the whole hierarchy, the church, the authority, that kind of top down religious rule overview. Hold on a second. Hopefully I got that filter on. Okay. So hopefully that's better. So yeah, I mean, in of itself, I mean, I guess that's kind of an issue, but maybe not. I mean, you need some structure in your society, but I don't believe in a theocracy like Iran or something where it's top down, religious type of political system. That would not be good, and we learned that through the Roman Catholic Church and its colonization of the world, basically. So,
Bluetooth
that was a failed endeavor, and I think we've learned from that as Americans, even that that's not the way to go.
Not necessarily, especially when you see the Monroe Doctrine and everything that our government does. They haven't learned from colonialism at all. But I was gonna say that it's not necessarily just the Roman Catholics in our country, right? You should read a book. It's a study called The Religion of Whiteness. And it'll show you what I'm talking about. It's not even just Catholics. It's not even mainstream evangelicals. It's also mainstream Protestant Christians. They also participate in a type of racial hierarchy when it comes to viewing Christianity. That doesn't mean every individual white person does it. It's just overall in general how they interpret certain verses. It's all about keeping racial hierarchy and keeping national hierarchy, not about loving your neighbor and stuff like that. Like, for example, the verses on welcoming foreigners and loving your neighbor. Do you think that also applies to illegal immigrants? You yourself?
As far as welcoming strangers, yes. As far as illegal immigration goes, no. And because basically you have problems with, like, if you go to Isaiah 1 and 3, it talks about being overrun by immigrants, stuff like that. So you're beating out your own culture, which is not a good thing.
But wouldn't you be an immigrant?
Well, yeah, actually,
Okay.
my grandparents were, I think their parents were immigrants in like the 1920s, whatever that,
And actually,
European
you came here,
right?
your family came here probably later than everyone else's, right?
Right.
So the temerity for you to sit here and talk about illegal immigrants when your family came here in the 20th century.
Right, but my grandfather went to World War II and fought in Normandy and Bastogne. And so
there are immigrants that
there are blood invested
I don't
in this
care.
place.
There are immigrants that have done that with the promise that they will get their citizenship and have been deported. There are veterans that have been deported because they joined the army with the promise that they would get their citizenship. Do you think that would have been fair to deport your grandfather after he fought in World War II?
No, but I think that couldn't be the case because
No, that is the case.
That is the case.
That is the case. What do you mean it couldn't be the case?
I mean, maybe it
See,
was
y'all
a mistake
don't
or something,
research.
but like part of
No, it wasn't a
joining
mistake.
It wasn't a
is
mistake.
giving
It wasn't a mistake.
It wasn't a mistake. There are people who are who fought for America, got deployed to Afghanistan, came back, and were deported.
Yes. So do you think that would have? Do you think? No, we're telling you that it's not a.
I don't think it's like.
But it's not a mistake.
People or something. It's not.
But it's not a mistake. But it's not a mistake.
Yeah, it's a mistake,
sir.
A mistake.
No, it's not a mistake. How is it a mistake when they're still deported? How is it a mistake when they're still?
That's how my grandfather
how is it a
became
mistake
U.S. citizen
when they're still deported?
Same deal. Like, you know, joining the army, going to fight.
I know, but some of those people have been deported.
Yeah. All right. So I'm sorry, Lords. Give me a second. Freak, you can't really understand the question she's trying to ask if you're talking through the question, right? So it's like the question, the thing on the table is that it's not a mistake because those people went, they fought, they came back, and they were deported.
And so the U.S. government did not hold up their end of the bargain. Right?
All right. How many people are we talking about?
They did not. I don't care if it's one. Do you think that the U.S. government should hold up their end of agreement?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So even if it's one person, that means they did not hold up their end of the bargain. If you tell me, if I enroll in your, because what's funny is that they were illegal when they enrolled, but they were good enough to enroll in your army and fight for you, right? Like your grandfather. He was good enough to fight. And then now they've been deported. So the illegal only matters when they can't get something out of them, right? Because as long as they were fighting, the illegal status didn't matter. They were illegal in the army too.
Well, no, once you sign the papers, then, you know, you're
that does not make you legal. If that's the case, you're not, because if that's the case, why were they deported?
I don't know. It must have been a mistake.
No, it's not a mistake. They're still deported. Those people are still not here.
I mean, I would have to, you know, I'd have to see something on that because it sounds like a mistake to me.
Okay,
it doesn't add up.
I mean,
it happened, my friend. It happened.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't add up because you're looking at it through a white man's lens. Of course, it doesn't add up. You trust the government to do what they say they're going to do, and that is not the case for non-white people.
I mean, Lawrence, he's not, I'm confused because as we are speaking right now, there are veterans, not just south of the border. I'm talking about Chinese, I'm talking about Korean, like they are literally in these concentration camps right now about to be shipped out. And they've been interviewed by, and you know, it's crazy, but national media is telling their stories. Like, and I hope he understands, Mr. Second and third fucking generation. They're about to come after your naturalized ass.
You know,
like,
what's so funny?
I'm confused.
I mean, I don't understand why he doesn't think that this is a thing, because the people from Korea came here on the federal government's invitation to make a fucking factory, and they got deported.
They got deported.
They deported the whole fucking factory off of one white lady making a call. They came here. Billions.
They came here on the invitation of the federal government, and those people got deported. Do you think that was a mistake also, sir?
Sounds like it. I mean, I don't even know if this thing exists, but like,
sir,
you know,
what are you talking? Do you not read the news, or you only look at Fox?
So forgive my ignorance on that. But let me ask you this:
so you're telling me that you're not aware that those Korean people in Georgia got deported? You're not aware of that?
I'm currently not aware of that.
What kind of news do you watch?
Lately, generally not much. Just a few influencers on YouTube.
So you watch YouTube influencers, and none of them ever talked about the who was it? Hyundai car factory coming to build a factory here in the U.S. specifically through invitation from the federal government. It was a deal they worked out with the state of Georgia, and those people got deported.
Hundreds of jobs, Lord.
They had work
Hundreds of
visas and
jobs.
everything. They applied for the visas. They did everything right, and they still got deported. It must be. I would love to be a white person for one day, but I don't have to worry about shit. I ain't got to look at the news. I ain't got to do nothing. You don't know what the fuck is going on in this country that you claim to love so much.
All right. Well,
You
when
don't
was
know what the
this?
hell
When
happened
did
in
this
this
occur?
You said what?
Bruh, go, you know what?
When did that occur?
Go look for it. Go Google it. Go Google the Korean Hyundai people getting deported. Go Google it from Georgia.
All right. Well,
go Google it.
All right. Well, how many people was it?
It was hundreds of people, bro. What is?
Google it.
Oh my God.
Go Google it.
All right. So we
Go
know
Google
that
it.
like Donald Trump has been, basically prostituting out to the world to bring manufacturing back to the United States. So if he's doing that, and he's also advocated for getting work visas for the people that are doing, farm work and stuff like that, and helping them, and with the hospitality industry and helping them. Why would it make any sense that it was a policy or an actual
They
thing
got
that these
deported.
foreign car workers were going to get deported for no reason? That doesn't make any sense to me.
They got deported. And when the governor of fucking Georgia went back over there to get the people, they were like, nah.
They were training our people over here.
They were
how to
training,
run the
right.
factory.
They were here
to open
train
up. Yeah, to
American
open up
people
jobs.
so that they can run the factory, so they
Right,
can
in the
open up the
future.
jobs.
And
Yeah.
I'm sorry. B, go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you one question, and because you keep saying like none of this is adding up, none of this makes sense, right? You keep saying that. I'm gonna ask you one question that'll make it click for you. Is racism rational?
No.
So you get it now, right?
No, actually, I don't. I don't get
Okay.
Racism.
Racism. Hold on. Freak. Listen. You already admitted it. Racism is not rational. So when we tell you that the Koreans were deported, even though they were brought over here, when we tell you that there were people who fought in the military, got deployed and got deported when they got over here, and you're saying why would they do that? It doesn't make any sense. Does racism make sense?
No. So
exactly.
So you think
this is because
but you're
of
saying it was
racism.
because of racism? You think that they were deported because of racism?
Yes. Racism and xenophobia. That's why they were deported. Xenophobia and racism.
Hold on a second. I'm going to look that up.
Of course, the news article is not going to say that the Koreans in the factory got deported for racism. They're not going to say
But the
that.
thing is, they deported 300 of them, and Korea sent a Korean airplane over here to get them, because mostly all of their conglomerate countries are run by people called chaebol, which are people it's a family-owned company, right? So they sent a plane over here to get them. So why would you deport the people that are here to train your people?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense because Donald Trump actually mentioned
Again,
this kind
freak.
of,
Again,
scenario.
freak.
So,
Again, freak.
like,
Freak. Again.
if he's talking about it and then
Oh
for
my
it.
God. Again. You keep saying this doesn't make any sense. We know it doesn't make sense because xenophobia and racism don't make sense. It's that easy, bro. You understand that Trump is a racist, right?
And you know what's so funny
no, I would
is that
disagree
this
with
happened in September.
Okay, great.
Of course you would. Of course you would.
Yeah,
Listen,
he's out.
listen, let me tell you something. I do not expect anything of whiteness, right? It's nothing. But in September 2025, they were deported. Some of them.
Go ahead, Lord.
Some of them have come back, right? And in November. So what sense did it make to deport them if you were going to let them back in 2 months later, 60 days later? What sense does that make? They were detained and deported. What sense does that make?
Makes no sense at all. And if we're gonna point out that Donald Trump is a racist when he's clearly doing racist things. Hold on, Jim. When he's clearly doing racist things, I don't get it. All right.
The
Jim,
thing is, listen,
go ahead,
when a
Lawrence.
white person tells me that another white person is not a racist, like what would I expect them to say? How would they know? How would another white person know somebody else is racist? How would they know that? Like, where would they get that information from? Especially a white man.
They don't get it from other white people. All right, Jay-Z on. How's it going, Jay-Z on?
Vossi, how many of you
How's it going, brother? How's it going?
I keep
So
hearing that
I'm
noise.
confused
How
about
many
what
you
the
got?
main question is. I know we were just talking about deportation.
Hold on, quick. All right, so there's Jay-Z on and there's Jim, but I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because I'm about 10 minutes over time, so I'm gonna go ahead and out of here. Jay-Z on is gonna be the last one.
I wanted to well, I'll tell you after you get through him. Go ahead.
All right, cool, not a problem. All right, Jay-Z on. Are you at least 18? Are you a black person, Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew?
Are you black, Jay-Z on?
I am a black Christian. I'm Haitian. I'm a black Orthodox Christian.
All right, cool. I never heard of an Orthodox Christian being Haitian. I thought we were mostly Catholic. All right, so Sagafet Negpom. Yeah, so
No, that's a different denomination.
yeah, I know. Because
200
most
years
of
after
yeah,
those
I know. And most Haitians are Catholic though, so it's surprising that you're Orthodox.
Yeah.
But okay, so yeah, sure. Why should we be Christian? Because Christianity has been bad to Haiti too. Like the archdiocese have never done anything for Haiti. Yeah, you know that, right?
Yeah, why should we be Christian? Did you hear him? Can you hear us, JC on?
Okay, you're breaking up a
Yeah, I
little
don't-
bit, but assuming that the question is why black people shouldn't be Christian.
No, it's you breaking up. Actually, it's not us, it's you.
I'm confused about why you wouldn't want to be Christian or why you
Sir,
wouldn't want to.
sir, where are you? You're breaking up, JC on. JC on. JC on.
Yeah, all right, Jay-Z on. You're in the Matrix, bro. Yeah, you're gonna have to come back. All right, Jim Bob. Are you at least 18? And I saw your picture. I don't think you're a black person. You look more Middle Eastern. You there, Jim?
Yeah, he's not black.
He's there. He's definitely not black. Jim, you there?
He looked like Muhammad Abu Bakr or some shit.
You there, Jim? All right, cool. So Jim's not there. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. If anybody would like to join in, that's fine. You can join in with Bar because I think he's gonna go relive again. Bar's gonna start this up again.
Bar, are you going live?
No, I'm gonna get off.
You gonna get off?
I'm gonna be on in the morning, so I'm gonna get off.
All right, cool.
But I wanted to like I know we about to get out. I wanted to play one of the songs. It's like 2 minutes long. I just wanted to play it for the people before we get out. If you don't mind sitting for 2 more minutes.
Yeah. 2 more minutes, and I'm going to get out of here.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any final announcements or anything? Because when it's play, we're just gonna play it and we're just gonna get out of here. As soon as it's over, you can just end the line.
Gotcha. Yeah. So once again, Black Atheists, Agnostic Skeptics, and Humanists Cookout. Y'all come on and join on up. Thank you if you join me from the Deconstruction Junction. If you join me on Volsy Thoughts, if you join me on Twitch, I really appreciate all of y'all there who join me on Twitch and who join me on the Black Atheist Coalition. You guys are wonderful. I do appreciate y'all for being here. If you would like to talk about what I have on the board next time, this week is gonna be my religion week. So once again, I'm gonna have a religion week, and join me on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and next Sunday, where we do these all the time. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all so much. And Bar, take it away. Play your music, Frank.
Thank
Go
you for
ahead.
having me, Wilson.
Of course, Zena. Appreciate you.
They said Kalu was live, so when you leave here, go over there, put the burgers in the chat, let them know Bar sent you. The album is gonna be on streaming platforms tomorrow, but it's only on YouTube for today. But I wanted to play this song. This is the song that I wrote for the Black Atheist community. I wrote 2 songs for the Black Atheist community, but this one is the shorter one, so I just want to play it, let y'all hear it before we get out of here. It's called The Heart of Bar. So hold on. Wait. I gotta press the thing. Okay. There we go. It's like 2 minutes long. Just bear with me. Can y'all hear that?
I hear it.
Okay.
I do this shit because I love y'all, and if I could, I would reach out and hug y'all. I hope my words touch y'all in a way that lifts your spirits. Wrote this for you, I just hope you hear it when I'm talking to you, nigga. Listen, cause it's all out of love when I'm trying to wake you up. They say birds flock together, Christians flying off the cuff. Deconstructing this religion is a must to get us out this rut. Sometimes I know depression makes it tough when you spend your whole life thinking Jesus was above, just to find out your God ain't even real, they made it up. Am I preaching to the choir when I tell you enough? Do you get your moral values from a God who ain't just? Can you practice a religion that was used on us? It's the Lord looking down while they abusing us. Black culture, white savior, they confusing us. Damn, see, I tell you all this shit because I care about you. On the path to being free and can't get there without you. Like I need you, I bleed when you bleed too. If you needed air, I give my lungs for you to breathe through. Cause I'm the heart of this shit. You know my heart doesn't skip. What it take to free my people, I give all I can give. I done sacrificed this life as my bargaining chip. Religion tries to hide the truth, but I can still see it. They use the Bible on our people and we still preach it. And the oppression never stopped if we can still see it. Time doesn't heal all wounds if we still bleeding. Hey, but this all part of the scheme. Putting death to all this bigotry is part of my dream. If you praying for salvation, can't be part of my team. Cause when it come to revelations, I'm the mark of the beast. They fear a mind that's gonna think for itself. Fuck, I look like praising a God that ain't sending no help. I ask questions, read books, then go put ass to belt. I've been beating on the Lord, I know these lashes felt. Hey, I spit the truth and I don't say it unless I mean it. Yeah, they call me rants, but they can't say I don't be teaching. I give all my people knowledge, now they understand the meaning. And if I tell you put it down, then nigga, you don't need it. It's time to use your logic and your reason. I say fuck the whole church, lock the clergy up for treason. Cause bitch, I wage war against the angels and the demons. Wanna tell you that I love you from my heart while it's beating up. Cause I'm the heart of this shit. Yeah. You know my heart doesn't skip. What it take to free my people, I give all I can give. I done sacrificed this life, that's my bargaining chip.
Let's fucking go. Yo,
yeah, so
fire.
Get the whole thing, man. The whole thing is on YouTube. It's gonna be on the streaming platforms tomorrow. So
man, fire.
We going
fire. All right, guys, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, man. Once again, I appreciate you all. Thank you all for joining me. That was man, that was a bar, man. I gotta go jam that for real. But that was some bars. We appreciate that. Definitely performed that at the cookout. And of course, Baptized in Jesus Christ is back, bro. You see Baptized in Jesus Christ? Yeah, he's back. Baptized is back. Such a fan, bro.
Going home.
Bro, he is such a fan, bro. But go ahead and move on, man. Go ahead and move around, Baptized. I gotta go ahead and get out of here anyway. About 10 minutes over. Well, I'm actually about 15 minutes over. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and spend some time with wifey. Whoever that was that just requested, whoever was that just requested, like, you're too late, man. I gotta go. He said we're running. Did he request? No, he didn't request. That's Kenneth Williams. Hey, Kenneth, we gotta go, man. I've been on already. Baptized, I invited you up already, bro. I already invited you up like multiple times before, and now you coming in late talking about we trying to run. Nah, you just too late. We gotta go, man. I have to get out of here. So everybody, I do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. We are gonna go ahead and end the live now. Love y'all so much. Remember, y'all, always be secure, be affectionate, be wise, be flexible, and be thoughtful. That means that every man should be soft. Baptized in Christ. Thank you for being such a fan, and thank you for wanting to see our handsome faces. But we don't go that way. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good